Hi, welcome to Brushes of Magic. I'm James, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I figured I'd try a shot at doing a haul video. Never done one of these before, so I figured I'd give it a shot. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So first off, I bought a number of foundations recently. First one I wanted to talk about is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in Classic Ivory. Constantly on a hunt for a good foundation. Usually, well, actually always my foundations are drugstore. They were really low-end drugstore to begin with, but the more I tried the more costly drugstore foundations, the better I found those ones to be. So obviously, I mean, it's your foundation, which is one of the most important parts of doing your makeup. If you gotta spend a pretty penny on a perfect foundation, spend the money. But seeing as I don't really know a lot about high-end foundations, or foundations for that matter, even of the drugstore quality, I figured I'd give it a shot. But yeah, so this is, like I said, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in Classic Ivory. 24-hour foundation, demi-matte finish, air, light, oil-free. I'm oily, so that's great. So I look forward to trying this one. Another foundation that was suggested by a fellow YouTuber that does music on his channel is Luna Rain. He suggested that I try the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse foundation, so I picked that up in the shade Porcelain Ivory. He said it was a really good foundation and that I should give it a shot, so I picked that up as well. So the last foundation that I picked up here is the Maybelline Fit Shine Free Foundation. I actually picked this one up in a color that's a little darker than my normal skin tone. Picked it up in the color Natural Buff, as you can see there. I went darker just because I thought maybe it'd be a good contour shade, but looking at it, it might not be dark enough, but still something I could try later on. So it was really purchased more as an experiment, more than anything. Another thing that I picked up was the Real Techniques Your Base Flawless Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. I love Real Techniques products. The majority of the brushes that I use are either Real Techniques or Elf because they're cheap, easily replaced. But I love the Real Techniques brushes. I've got the entire eye set of brushes as well as the face set of brushes. Got those about a year ago. But yeah, I already had this one. This is the one that I use most often in my videos. But yeah, I'm in dire need of a new one, so I picked it up to replace that one that I previously almost completely destroyed. As you can see, look at how, yeah, it doesn't even look the same anymore. And it's severely bigger, right, from use after use after use. But yeah, so there's that guy. The product that I picked up that I've actually used in a couple of my videos recently is the e.l.f. Blush Palette in Light. It actually comes in like 4 colors. I think I've only really used 2 of them so far in combination with one another. Haven't really played with the other ones or those 2 individually as of yet. Just thought the one was too dark and the one was too deep. I figured the mixture of the 2 colors would probably suit certain looks a little bit better than just individually. So I've messed with those 2 as a combination. Well, that's just really what it's for, but it's a lot of just playing with it. But yeah, let me swatch those. Those are the top 2 right there, the brown and the pink. And then this rosy one with some shimmer in it, pop that right next to the bronzer one. It's quite a nice color. And then this guy there. Ooh, that's nice. It's bright. I know I'm going to have a little bit of fun with these guys, so I look forward to using them a little bit more. This is kind of funny. I picked up the Ardell Professional Duo Brow Brush, which, as I was saying, I don't have any brows anymore. Kind of a waste, but at the same time not, because I'm sure eventually I will have my brows back and then I can use it then. Something that can come in handy if, you know, you have eyebrows. So there's that. Another thing that I picked up was the Maybelline Cover Stick Concealer in green. These are corrector color. They're really good at neutralizing red tones in spots that you don't want the red, obviously, to help even out your skin tone. I picked this guy up because I knew I was running low on my other one, which honestly is perfect because I ran out today doing this to myself. So there's that. Some more Ardell products that I picked up was a couple pairs of lashes, the Ardell Natural Lashes 107 in black. I've used these I think once in one of my tutorials so far. Popped them back in their case. Keep them clean. You can get a couple uses out of them. They're pretty good. And ones that I have not used yet are the 102 Demi Black Lashes. I love these lashes. I have not worn them in a while. I've not had them in a while. These are a brand new pair. These were like my go-to for the longest time. I really dig these guys. I like the way that they are chunked out and separated. So there's those. Yeah, you might remember a little while back, I think it was in July, I want to say, NYX was having their big, huge sale. So I took the opportunity to try some new products out. I picked up a replacement for my NYX Primal Colors Hot Black because I hit pan on that one and it is pretty much gone now. So I picked up a replacement for that guy. So there's that, which is an interesting thing that I think I mentioned in one of my videos They don't mention it on the container, but they do on the website that these guys are not eye safe. I usually typically use these for my brows anyways. When I have brows, I use it to pigment them. I didn't this time. I went ahead and tried my Maybelline palette with these guys that I have now. It was actually an NYC trio that I used to use all the time for my brows, but they've since discontinued it, which is really disappointing because I really loved it. For eye makeups and for brows, it was 3 colors, but it worked well. I had a lot of fun playing with it. But yeah, so when I went darker with my hair, typically I use this in my brows. But yeah, so just to try it out, I heard a lot of good things about this, which is the NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick. But yeah, I got mine in light. I haven't really messed around with it too much as of yet. Looking forward to really diving deep with it and checking it out. Another thing that I picked up because I really wanted to try some of their liners was the NYX lip liner in Hot Red, which I can do a little swatch for you guys on that one too, but right next to my purple there. This might actually be suitable to pair up with MAC's Wooby Woo, which is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. Another thing that I picked up from NYX was the NYX HD Concealer, which I also used in the last tutorial to help define my brows. But yeah, I got mine in the shade Porcelain. I don't really use a lot of concealers, so this was, you know, something to play around and learn from. Another thing that I was really interested in picking up was one of NYX's colored mascaras. So I picked mine up in Mint Julep. The wand is kind of tiny. I haven't really looked up any reviews on these, so I'm really not too sure about how they're going to work out. But the wand itself, I mean, it's kind of a thin looking formula. And the wand itself, I'm wondering if it's just novelty. I wouldn't think so, but I'll give it a shot, try it out, see how it works. Also, I picked up the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. I heard a lot of good things about their butter glosses. I have never tried them. Not even swatched this guy yet. I just was like, ooh, bright red, let's try him. But yeah, so there's that guy right there in the first knuckle. And that is in the shade Apple Crisp. And I also picked one up in the shade Black Cherry Tart. And I'm gonna swatch that nice little shade there. Yeah, it's definitely a color that I can have some fun with. A little excited to use that one. Let's see, what else did I pick up? I think I've worn this in a video already, maybe 2 videos. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Transylvania. And let me give you a little swatch of that one. Right, I'm running out of room here. Right there, let's go there. Oh wow, it's purpley. It's good. I like to mix that with the white in the center there. It brought out a really, really cool color in the center, which you wouldn't normally see on that guy, but I really like that one. More of a lilac-y color when you put the white in on it. Last thing that I picked up is the NYX Smacking Fun Lip Colors lipstick in the shade Snow White. It's really an odd name for it because it is actually a nice little red. So that's it right there. Let me kind of pull that out a little bit. I love my red lipsticks. I'm sure this is going to be fun for me. So that's it for the beauty portion of this, because it's that time of year, and as I have said before, I wanted to expand the types of things that I do on my channel, and so I've been working on that. Let me go grab that stuff and I'll show you what I picked up. So as I was saying before, is that I was talking about venturing out into other areas other than just beauty. I wanted to do more. Obviously I do a lot of abstract things, but I wanted to do some special effects type makeups too. I dabbled a little bit with that with the Joker makeup, only in the sense of that I covered up my eyebrows and I used Rigid Collodion, which is a scarring liquid. But yeah, so I picked up 16 fluid ounces of Mehron's liquid latex. This is really good for all sorts of different things. You can use this. It can help you to attach prosthetics, but I would recommend something else, which I'll get to in a moment. You can use this for old age makeups. It's not the greatest, but it can work. Zombies, making your own prosthetic, tons of different little things that you can use this stuff for. I'm excited to use this. Really not sure how I'm going to use it yet. I have a few ideas. I also picked up this, which is the Mehron Spirit Gun and Matte. There's 9 fluid ounces here. This is actually what I was talking about before. Rather than using this to attach prosthetics with, it's probably a much better idea to use this to attach your prosthetics with. This is in matte too, so you're not going to get any weird shine to it. So if you're applying it for some reason outside of the prosthetic area, or like for instance, because you can also use this to cover your eyebrows, you're not going to get any weird shine on your eyebrows from using the matte one, which is really cool. I'm glad that it came in matte because it does have a shine to it otherwise. So there's this, which as I was saying, you can use to attach prosthetics, such as this, which is the Wuchi Latex Bald Cap in beige. I have had only one such experience ever applying a bald cap, and that was to my son many years ago for Halloween when he was like 6. He wanted to be Jason Voorhees, so I got him the hockey mask. I made him the hockey mask. I use nail polish to paint on the, you know, little triangle things that he's got on there. I mean, there's many different Jason masks, but I went with the one which was most iconic to me. I believe it had the triangle here and the triangles on the cheeks. That's a little bit blabbing off, but yeah, so I took this and I applied it to him, and it was really not this exact same one. I was a child size one, but because he was so little, it was still too big for him. So my experience is, like I was saying, it was very minimal, but it was fun because I applied like little spriggets of crepe hair to it, like in random places. So it would be like, you know, baby Voorhees, but with the hockey mask. I wonder if I have any pictures of that. I'll have to look. If I find any pictures, I'll post it up here, but probably nothing with bald cap. I don't know. Too busy trick-or-treating and having fun, but yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can attach this by myself to my own head. I know Pink Stylist does it, no problem, but he's a seasoned pro. I also picked up this, which if you're going to be using this, you're definitely going to be wanting to get this, which is your Spirit Gum Remover, also in 9 ounces, you know, to correlate, because this, yeah, you can pull it off, but you're going to still have some residue. This is going to help you to clean all that off and to, honestly, to take off an appliance and not pull your skin. This is really important. Your skin, it's yours. You're going to live your life with it. You don't want to ruin it. This will help to remove it in a less dangerous manner than just ripping it off your face. Good to have. Another thing that I picked up was Mayron's Castor Sealer. It's only like a little 1 fluid ounce. But this is specifically formulated to prepare cured latex caps and other prosthetic appliances to accept standard cream makeups. So like cream makeups like grease paints and so on and so forth. But yeah, so like your cream colors, your grease paints don't normally adhere to latex. So what you want to do is put a coat of this on and let it sit for like 20 minutes or so until it dries, wipe off the excess, and then you can go on from there with your colors. Another product that I picked up for the special effects portion of this is glycerin. I actually picked this up at Walmart in the pharmacy section. I've heard that Walgreens carries it. Most grocery stores carry this, from what I understand. This is used for like skincare and stuff like this, but there is baking glycerin. As far as I know, you do not want to use the baking version of this when you are making your gelatin, which, you know, gelatin is obviously used for baked goods, but it can also be used for prosthetics. Basically, it's a mixture of this and sorbitol, which honestly I've heard people using. I think it's a light maple syrup will have a main ingredient of sorbitol, and I've heard people using that in their mixtures to make their prosthetics from gelatin, which is probably what I'm going to end up trying, because sorbitol is not as readily available, as far as I know, in grocery stores and such places, but it can be ordered online, but it's just easier. Plus, I imagine it would make your prosthetics smell good. So there's that for me to experiment and have fun with, because I have never messed with gelatin, and I'm really curious about how this ends up working and what I can do with it. So yeah, another thing that I picked up was, you guys have seen me use these before, but this is a new color for me. I've only got 3. Is the Classic Colors Nazaroo, and I got that in the color Bright Red. This was like $8, I think. I ordered it online, 18 milliliters. They last a long time. And the final product that I picked up for the special effects portion of my haul is these Scarecrow Vampire Fangs, which cost me like $17, something like that. I got the Sexy Bites because they're smaller, and I got tiny teeth. But yeah, so these are by Scarecrow, and I believe these are the ones that I've used in the past, but I've lost one of them, so I rebought them. They're really, really well crafted. I believe that the way that they work is they got this little, it smells like the stuff that you use, the acrylic stuff for your nails, but I'm sure it's not exactly that. What it does is you basically make the mixture, put it in there, stick your teeth in it, let it dry, and then they basically pop on and off. I wouldn't suggest eating with them, but you can drink. And they're very easy to talk in, because, well, these are shorter lengths. I've never worn the full size lengths because, as I said, I got baby teeth. If you want me to do a review on these, let me know. And after I put them on, and I'll let you know how they worked out and what I liked and what I didn't like. Let me know. Yeah, so if you did like this video or didn't like this video, and if you had some critique for this video, let me know down there in the comment section. Also, leave me a thumbs up, just because, you know, thumbs ups are good. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. As always, you can find all my social media links down below. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Hi, welcome to Brushes of Magic. I'm James, and today we're going to be doing this black and orange thing that I got going on that I paired up with a dark lip and a wig.